Now, daunting though it may appear to many, triathlon is actually one of the fastest growing sports in the country. And this weekend, more than 2,500 competitors will be swimming and running and cycling around one of the most beautiful parts of the southeast.
The Hever Castle Triathlon was launched last year and its winner Jill Parker has gone on to become world champion, as Neil Bell reports.
Jill Parker is a bit special. She works in London 3 days a week, but for much of the rest of the time she's training. Triathlon is not an event for the faint-hearted. Indeed, it takes a special sort of dedication to swim around a lake in autumn, cycle flat out for an hour or so, and then get off and complete an 8-kilometre run. But there will be plenty giving it a go this weekend.
We've got some people that this is their very first triathlon. And there's even a team event for those that don't fancy doing all three disciplines, so one can swim, one can run and one can cycle. But at the other end of the spectrum, we're lucky enough to have Jill Parker here, who is a world champion.
2 weeks ago, Jill Parker was in Budapest, where she was crowned the Amateur World Triathlon Champion. But she was determined to return to Hever this weekend after winning last year's inaugural event.
The race itself was everything that I thought it would be. Really picturesque, really beautiful, good challenging course. It's not quite as flat as everybody thinks. And then finishing off the race with a run all around the grounds, around the lake here, and then over the finish line with a big smile on your face. It was quite amazing.
Triathlons have traditionally been staged in city centres like this one in London. But so successful was last year's event at Hever that it's more than doubled in size.
To me, it's always lent itself for something like a triathlon, and it's just another thing that we could do at Hever. And the more different things we can do at Hever, the more people we will appeal to. And people who might not be necessarily interested in the history, they might come for the sport and then see, wow, what a nice day out.
For those taking part, there will be some pain, but much to admire as well. And if you can keep up with a world champion, even for a bit, you should be pretty pleased with yourself. Neil Bell, BBC South East Today, Hever Castle.
Now, it's normally a popular spot for tourists, but Hever Castle in Kent saw 2,000 people take part in a triathlon today. The swim, cycle and run event took place around the estate and grounds of Anne Boleyn's childhood home. Elite athletes will compete tomorrow. Kent triathlete Jill Parker proved why she's the World Amateur Triathlon Champion today. She won the Hever Castle Triathlon for the second year running in a time of 2 hours and 2 minutes. The Edenbridge triathlete was 1 minute quicker this year around the swim, cycle and run course in the castle grounds.
I was a little bit nervous, wanting to retain my title, so came here, job done. Really, really tough. I don't know whether you can feel it down here in the finish area, but out there on the bike course, it is really windy, and the wind never seemed to be in your favour. It was kind of, whenever you had a hill, the wind seemed to be coming right down at you, so really made for tough conditions.